Hello, and thank you for joining us. Come, step into the light.
Hello, everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you about my top 5 pals that I recommend. These pals are going to be for starters. This is just kind of a general for everybody starting out. Later on, I'll do an advanced top 5 video, but for now, we're going to sit with these. Start off with Daydream. Couldn't recommend it enough. Low level, they're wonderful. You make one necklace that helps you have one of these by your side, and you can have up to 5 by your side, and they do attack, and they do attack almost every time you do if you're using, say, the crossbow starting out. Now, again, you won't be using crossbow, I understand that, but the bow fires just a little bit faster, and so most of the time when you're firing, even with the 3-shot bow, you're going to be firing near the same time they do. At least that was my experience. Now, when they're attached to your hip, they don't do work. So this one here literally just follows you around. It tends to be a pain in the butt when you're trying to lay stuff down. Watch, it's not going to do it when I'm doing this. Yeah, see, she stops the wall. But look here, I can put it there, and put it there. My only complaint is that you can't build through them. I mean, technically they're not there, right? I know they are, but I wish they could phase through stuff. It'd be really cool. My second one would have to be Chillet. Now, Chillet's a level 11 boss that, with the help of the Daydream, you can take down really quickly. My next one is a bit of a tie. So I recommend Hatalia and Catris. If you're using Chillet, which modifies your attack, turns it to cold, and makes it stronger, then taking down Catris wasn't, or it shouldn't be an issue. It wasn't for me. I'll be frank with you, Daydream did most of the work on that. With that being said, that's my top 3. After that, I couldn't recommend enough Felbat. Once I got him, I saw him, I found a way to breed a lucky one, because I didn't catch a lucky one, I'll be honest. But I bred into it lucky. The only thing this thing is good for is combat, and it does it very well. I really like this one. As you can see, I've put a lot of moves into it. It's fun. It's a good one. It's kind of my all-arounder. It's gonna be my ride or die. Um, the fifth one is kind of a tough one because honestly, I'd go for a flyer. I was gonna say Elizabeth, but I don't really use her that much, and I very briefly used her as soon as I learned that I could put any move on anybody. I just started doing that. I started pumping everything to Felbat, which made Gale Claw an auxiliary, and Suzaku and Ragnarok are both backup flyers. I haven't built them for anything. I haven't upgraded them at all. I literally modes of transportation. Anubis right now just helps me build stuff and complete gunpowder and whatnot a lot faster. So I'm not saying the rest are useless. I'm just saying my interest in using the other ones is pretty low. Something I'm working on doing is Astagon. I want to have him as a mount. I think he'd be crazy fun. And with his abilities, I mean, at this point in time where I am in the game, not so useful. Aesthetically, though, you gotta admit, that looks so cool. That all being said, um, those are my top 5. For bonus, one of the ones I've been working on is Jorgamander. Just because of how cool he looks. So, to get an idea on how cool Jorgamander looks, here he is. And I know it's not Jorgamander. Jormungandr, but I think they should have named him Jorgamander. Would have been cooler. Yormintide, in this case, Yormintide Ignis, is really cool. I bred it on accident, and, well, I kind of went nuts with it. So, that all being said, that's my list. So, those are my top 5. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you have top 5? Do you have a top 8? What is your favorite PAL so far? What PALs would you like the developers to put out? I've got quite a list. I'll talk about them in the future. I hope to see you guys in the comments, and I hope you have a beautiful day.
Ja, wat moet je snippets? Maar, je know, je begint net. Well,